Have you noticed that people are so desperate and diligent to fix their cars and their phones whenever they develop the slightest faults, but they don't have the same mindset when it comes to their body and their health? Sometimes changes may occur in our body that may seem minor, but we just overlook it, thinking that it's one or two of those things. Sickness is not a thief in the night. It comes with important signs and symptoms that both young and old may overlook it until it becomes serious issues. In the medical world, signs and symptoms indicate when something is wrong with your body. For example, a small rash on the skin can be an indication of a skin infection. Frequent urination can be a sign of sugar in the blood. There are 10 signs you should never ignore when you notice them in your body. Number 1, chest pain. It could be dull, aching, pressure, stabbing, but whichever type of pain, you need to go see your doctor. Chest pain could be a serious sign of a heart attack, whether it's radiating from your chest region down to your left arm or to your back. It's important to take immediate action, ensure that it's not as serious as it seems. Number 2, feeling full after eating very little. This could be taken casual, but it could be a sign of a very serious disease. Whenever you eat little food, you feel satisfied and you lose appetite. You need to go see a doctor. It could be a disease called the reflux disease, where the food you've eaten will run back into the esophagus. It could be as a result of ulcers. It could also be a sign of a disease such as stomach cancer. You need to go meet a doctor as soon as possible. Number 3, blood in your urine, vomit, stool, or non-menstrual bleeding. Whenever you find blood in any of these substances, it could be as a result of a disease. It could be a tumor, a trauma, or an infection. You don't need to take it lightly. On a normal circumstance, blood is not supposed to be present in these substances, but when you find them, it's a sign of a very serious issue. You need to take immediate action. Even the smallest amount of blood present in these substances is an indication that there could be a serious issue. However, when a woman who has passed menopause still sees blood from her system, she needs to see a doctor immediately. Number 4, abdominal pain. Abdominal pain is any pain around your abdomen. The abdomen is the space between your ribs and your hip region. The pain can be crampy, achy, intermittent, dull, sharp, but whichever way it's called a stomach ache. If this pain is severe, persistent, and abnormal, you need to go see a doctor. Persistent means if it is continuous, never ending. A persistent abdominal pain can be a sign of an appendicitis, a blocked intestine, a gallstone, or even as serious as a liver problem. So you need to go see a doctor if you're having severe persistent abdominal pain. Number 5, flashes of light. If you start seeing flashes of light or bright spots, especially at night, it could be a sign of a migraine, not your village people. It could also be a sign of a serious problem where the layer behind the eyes pulls out from its position. It's called retinal detachment. In this case, you need to see an eye doctor called an ophthalmologist as soon as possible to avoid permanent blindness. So flash of light to not be police, it's your eyes. Number 6, painful intercourse. Pain during intercourse can be caused by dryness or an allergic reaction. However, there are more serious issues like endometriosis, UTI, which is urinary tract infection, vaginal yeast infection, STDs, sexually transmitted diseases, and so on. If you feel pain at the entrance or even deeper pain during penetration, there's a head up. There's something wrong somewhere. Sometimes it could be caused by a PID, pelvic inflammatory disease. Now, this issue is not peculiar to women. Even men can feel pain during sexual intercourse. If you're in this category, go meet a doctor as soon as possible. Number 7, you're always tired. Many of us are always busy, stressed, exhausted from our daily life concerns. But then, if you can have enough rest and you still feel very tired, you need to discuss this with a doctor because it's quite abnormal. Fatigue can be a signal of a very serious problem. It could be anemia, diabetes, depression, sleep apnea, chronic fatigue syndrome, kidney disease. It could be heart disease. It could also be a cancer. Number 8, headaches. Many of us experience headaches every now and then, but it goes on its own after we eat, take water, have some rest, take some over-the-counter medication. There are some headaches you need to give prompt medical action and attention. Headaches that are more frequent, more severe, and doesn't get better after certain medication. In this case, it's interfering with your daily life activities, your work, and so on and so forth. You need to see a doctor. You know why? Because headaches can be a little sign of a big problem. Number 9, a fever. A fever is simply your body trying to fight off something. It could be, in some cases, an infection. So your body naturally increases the body temperature in the bid to destroy the infection. So it will be like, if I take up the temperature, this bacteria or virus will not survive. Now what will your body do? Your body will begin to vibrate the muscles will begin to generate energy, and energy will begin to generate heat. This heat will increase your body temperature. The fever at the long run usually goes on its own, but if it is persistent or if the fever is higher than normal, you need to see a doctor. Number 10, shortness of breath. Look, anytime you breathe and it seems like an incomplete breath, or you're struggling to breathe for any apparent reason, you need immediate medical attention. This could be a sign of many conditions, from COVID-19 to asthma to a cut in your lungs or lungs collapse, from heart dysfunction to heart failure, or even allergic reaction. One thing that all these symptoms have in common is that your chances of survival is high if you act quickly. Now, some things cannot wait for next month, next week, the next day or next hour. You need to see your doctor immediately you see any of these signs. Now, understand that your body is not firewood. It's not elastic rubber. Anybody can get sick at any time. It can happen to anyone. At this point, go hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification icon. Like, comment, share. You can actually save a life. Thank you, and see you in our next video.